Now we're off to the races. Not just any races, but Europe's most important and England's finest, the Royal Ascot. Our Martin Henlon is trackside. And Martin, how important is Royal Ascot in the racing calendar?
Well, Scarlett, to summarise it, it's arguably the biggest and most important racing event on the world's calendar. And it's 5 days of just fantastic racing.
The title is Royal Ascot, but how royal is it really? For instance, does the Queen actually attend the races?
Yes, well, the royal tradition, the relationship between the royal family and Ascot goes back almost 300 years when Queen Anne first raised the Starters flag in 1711 on what has now become a national institution.
Now, it looks like
and every day, Royal Ascot, it begins with the ceremonial procession as the Queen leads an open carriage up the finishing straight. And although the royal aspect is important to it, for the mere mortals amongst us, it's a chance to dress up, have a bit of a flutter on who's going to win, and maybe sip a glass of champagne or two. Ladies' Day is some of the outlandish headgear and the gentlemen in morning suits. But at the end of every day's racing, it's the community bandstand where there's a big old sing-along where all of the old crowd gets together, whether they've won or lost, and they've had maybe a little bit too much champagne, where they're knocking back bottles of bubbly at $100 a piece, but a chance to let their hair down and forget about the recessionary blues just for a short time.
Yeah, it certainly sounds and looks like these racegoers are determined to have a good time in whatever economic scenario is out there. You mentioned the recession. Do you see any signs of the recession there?
Yeah, well, Scarlett, attendance the first couple of days was down a little bit, but we're sold out for the weekend. We're expecting a 70,000 crowd in excess of today and tomorrow. There's a fabulous racing calendar ahead, and the importance, as we talked about already, of the calendar is alluded to. And actually, we spoke with Harry Herbert of Highclere Thoroughbred Racing, which is one of the premier ownership syndicates in the UK. And this is what he had to say about the importance of Ascot and what it means to horse racing in general.
It's the greatest racing festival in the world. 5 days of the best racing that you could imagine, and obviously the prestige of Ascot, the Queen being here, the dress and the hats and the top hat and tails is a hugely important week for us. And if we can have runners here that are legitimate runners, then obviously we want to try and have as many races as we can.
Bloomberg's Martin Henlon.
Yeah, so Scarlett, it's a fantastic couple of days racing left, and we're excited for another 10 exciting races.
We look forward to it. Martin Henlon, trackside at the Royal Ascot.